Hey everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review, and today's review is in association with MarvelousNews.com, your #1 news source for everything Marvel. And today we're going to take a look at the new Superheroes Mashers Hulk vs. Loki Mash Pack, which is basically a figure 2-pack for Hasbro's Superhero Masher line. And this pack comes packaged in window box packaging, very similar design to what we've seen with the single package figures. You've got a conglomerate in the left or right corner of the box, various parts of Spider-Man, Hulk, Captain America, it looks like, Iron Man. You've got the Superhero Masher logo at the bottom. The figures are clearly displayed in the window box packaging, and it says double up your mashup, and then it shows the launching gamma missile, which is the feature for the Hulk figure in this set. Then in the back we have a picture of the two figures. Just like with the single package figures, it shows you kind of a diagram of the mix and match parts for these figures, basically for Hulk and Loki. So you've got, like, on the Hulk, you've got the Hulk's leg, Loki's fist, Captain America's fist on Loki, Doctor Doom's leg on the Hulk, Spider-Man's hand on, foot on the Hulk, and then Dr. Octopus' foot on the other Hulk. Well, both the Hulk and Loki. And Dr. Octopus and Spider-Man that are shown here are part of another 2-pack that was released at the same time as this one. Okay, so let's get this open and take a look at the figures inside. So here's a look at the figures outside of the packaging. So, as I said, this is basically a 2-pack. This is kind of a new thing for the Masher line that we're seeing here. And they've released 2 sets of 2-packs. The first one is this one with Loki and the Hulk, and then, as I mentioned before, they've also released one with Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus. And with both sets, basically you're getting one new figure, and then one figure that was previously released in single packaging, with some added additional pieces, basically. So the Hulk figure we won't spend a lot of time on. I haven't actually reviewed Hulk before, but basically the figure itself is the same as the one that was previously released in the single packaging. It's just given him this kind of strange purple armor that you can put on him. Of course, it's removable, so you can take it off. They gave him an extra arm piece with the armor, but they also gave him his regular fist. So if you just want plain Hulk, then you can set him up that way. The armor, again, it's kind of goofy. This again is a kid's line. He's got this really big gamma firing rocket, which fires when you just push the button, so it fires pretty good. And then the armor piece, it's just kind of rubber soft material like we've seen with other figures in this line. It just fits over him. They give him this orange canister, and then, like I said, the fist with the armor piece to match the chest piece, basically. Other parts that came in this set, I don't know who it really is supposed to belong to. I actually think these are probably parts that belong to another figure, possibly Ghost Rider, which is a figure coming in the single packs here shortly. Though he's got a red fist, so I don't really know. And then it looks like 2 shoulder pads as well. But the fire kind of leads me to believe that this might belong to Ghost Rider. The other figure in this set is Loki, and this is probably the one that's going to motivate you to pick this set up. This is the first time that we're getting Loki in this line, and I gotta say, he looks pretty good. He's in his classic comic book costume. He's got the horns, which are actually removable, so you don't have to have the horns on if you don't want to. They just pop in and out. He comes with a staff. Now, he only holds the staff in his in his right hand, and it's actually kind of a tight fit to even get it in his right hand, because the plastic on the hands are pretty hard, so you kind of have to force it in there. You can also kind of, if you want, the staff has got these little like grooves in it, so you can kind of just like half it in his fist and get him to kind of grip it there in the grooves. Though as I've been having him hold it more, it's kind of loosened up a little bit, so I've been able to get it fully in his fist easier than when I first opened him up. And then his other hand is closed fisted. It's got a hole in it, so you could put like a gun or something if you wanted to. Like he could hold Hulk's big gamma gun if you wanted to, but you wouldn't be able to get the staff in this hand. He's also got the cape, like we've seen with a lot of the figures. It's removable. It's just a soft vinyl material, so you can have him without his cape and without his horns if you wanted to. Like with all the figures in this line, they're basically the same height. They're about 6.5 inches tall. You can see here that Loki and Hulk are pretty close to about the same height. Hulk maybe is a little bit taller though with Loki's hat. They're about the same height, and that's pretty much the same with all the figures in this line, across the board. Now the Hulk, obviously is a little bit bigger build, a little bit, but yeah, definitely a little bit bigger build. Typically, most of the figures have the same build, so Hulk's like one of the rare ones that actually is a little bit bigger in this line. But articulation-wise, again, pretty much the same that we've seen with all the figures in this line. The head's on a hinged ball joint, so he's got pretty good up and down movement, can look left and right. Then the arms are attached with hinged ball joints, and then you've got those ball hinge joints with the little pegs, like the elbows and the knees and everything. So you've got the rotation, and they got pretty good bending. So pretty good bending there. No midsection articulation on these figures. The legs are on the ball joints, so ball hinge joints. So again, you can do the splits good. Get the legs out forward good, back good. It's got rotation there. You can pull the leg apart there, and same at the knee. And again, has pretty good bending at the knee. And then he does have the ankle pivot with the hinge. And then these figures have 2 peg holes. And again, disassemble, mix and match parts, the idea of the line. So they basically, disassemble just like all the other figures in this line. So down to the main body. And then if you want to mix and match parts, so if you want to stick Captain America's head, so Loki can impersonate Captain America, just like we saw in the Thor: The Dark World movie. You could reenact that scene kind of. Now, one thing I just want to point out that's new to this line that Hasbro's done is they've started to do Transformer mashers as well. I did a review on these, so you should check that out if you're interested in these. But just in case you missed that review or weren't aware of these, I just wanted to point out that these figures, the pieces and everything, are interchangeable. So if you want to start mixing and matching your Marvel characters with your Transformers, just like with the other Marvel figures, you could do that. So you could have Mega Hulk or something like that. So I just wanted to point that out. So that's my review. Overall, again, these are, this is a line geared for kids. So these figures I think are pretty fun, but, they are cartoony and blocky. So, if you've been collecting this line, you know what to expect. The only real downside I would say with these 2 packs is that essentially Hasbro is making you buy a figure that you already have if you've been picking up all the single package ones. Now, like for me, I hadn't actually picked up Hulk yet, so it didn't bother me too much. But if you already have Hulk, then the extra little armor pieces doesn't, to me, really offset having to buy a second Hulk figure. I almost think it would have been better if they were going to put another Hulk in, like if they repainted him gray or red or something, just so it kind of you could say you have a gray Hulk or a red Hulk. as opposed to just giving us another Green Hulk. Same with the Doc Ock and Spider-Man one. You got to get basically a second Spider-Man. Would have been cooler maybe if they'd given us just a variant of Spider-Man, black costume Spider-Man or something like that, instead of just giving us essentially the exact duplicate figure. But if you don't have the single package figures and you want to pick up, because you want to get Loki, then I don't think it's that bad a deal. And these go for about, these 2 packs, at least at Toys R Us, I think are going for about $25. So, that's not too bad, being as the deluxe figures with all the accessories go for about $15. So if you were getting 2 figures, you'd be paying $30, and you can get them with this 2-pack for $25. It's just like I said, if you've already got the Hulk or Spider-Man, then it kind of sucks that you have to buy a second one to get Loki or Dr. Octopus. Other than that, I think these are cool figures, great for kids, can be a lot of fun. I don't even think, I think they look, as long as you accept that they're bulky and kind of cartoony, I think they're actually, pretty nice looking and have good articulation. So that's my review. I hope you enjoy it. Until next time, I'll check you later.